Hello and welcome to Toy Geek Maniac. I am Chad Miller Thomas, and in this episode, we're going to talk about Mystique. The first figure I ever had of Mystique was the Toy Biz 10-inch line. And this was an awkward figure because it was a repaint of Rogue, and it featured her current costume in the X Factor comics at the time. And while it was good to have Mystique, it wasn't my favorite representation of her. The next figure in the line was for what they called monster armor, and it had attachable monster effects for each character, which I felt was pretty lame. But other than that, it was a good representation of the character. Now, the last figure that I had of Mystique was from the movie X-Men, where she is portrayed by Rebecca Romijn, and that was a really cool figure to have. That brings us to the current Hasbro Marvel Legends of Mystique. Now, this is a really cool figure. It's got great representation and lots of really cool details, considering that she's kind of a basic character. There's not a lot to her, but you get the skull belt, and this is kind of movable, so it can kind of like go in a different direction if you need to. And the really nice detail is the skull on her head. Get it to focus. Now, she comes with two guns. Why they are painted gold, not entirely sure, but that's just me being nitpicky. And she also comes with two interchangeable heads. The first head being a transition piece, where half of her head is of Mystique and the other half is of Rogue. Now, this would be super cool if I had the Rogue figure, but I don't. But if anyone's got an extra one, get a hold of me. Now, the other head I feel is kind of pointless. It's of Lilandra, and I can't really recall if there's a Marvel Legends Lilandra figure or not. I'm not thinking so, but I could be wrong. You can let me know in the comments below. But I think if there was at least maybe some like armor or something that you could put over her to kind of make it look like she's morphing a little bit better than this, that would be really awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look and put her in some action poses. Okay, so we're just in a basic standing pose right here. Okay, now let's get her into an action pose. This was a little bit difficult of a position to get her put in. I didn't put any of the guns in her hand, but just imagine that they're there, and this would be a pretty good pose for her. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of Toy Geek Maniac. There is also plenty of other videos in this series for you to watch here on the YouTube channel. If you have any comments, any suggestions, please do so in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light to you all.